super expensive. It's good quality. I like it. So yeah, it's my probably top 5.
Yuengling.
I've had it like once or twice. It's not my favorite, but it's still an Oktoberfest style.
So maybe we should do this. So you haven't had the Shiner before, and I
have not had the Shiner.
That was my first year seeing it. Maybe it's just new to our area, or maybe it's a newer one. But Shiner's been around forever, so it's probably not new. But let's start with one you don't like, go to one you like, and then try a brand new one.
Let's try the mystery one. I like that.
Let's do that.
And it's not necessarily just about the beer. It's just like that time of year,
Once it starts to cool off.
You see October on the shelf, that means fall's around the corner, cooler weather, football.
It seems like it's happening earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah, it does. It is hard to drink a Oktoberfest when it's 90 degrees out, for me, personally.
Do they all have this pretty dark color for the most part?
I would say so. It's got a darker color, a little bit more of a, just that's the style. It's like not a dark beer, but,
This is Yuengling's Oktoberfest, their seasonal beer, classic Marzen style, is that how you would say that? 12 fluid ounces, Yuengling, it comes out every year, so this is one of the more popular ones, and I think Leinenkugel makes one too.
Yeah, I've seen a Leinenkugel one.
I don't think you're big on that one either, but it's one of the more mass-produced Oktoberfest beers. Let's try it out. Nice.
It's got a good smell.
Yeah. That tastes nice and fresh.
It's not bad. It's better than I remember.
That's pretty good. Okay, that's really easy to drink. So when I see like a darker beer, and I think a lot of people might think this too, like maybe that's going to be too heavy to drink, but that's got a nice, light, really crisp, it's probably really fresh. I'm assuming they just made these, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. This is a really fresh, bright tasting beer. I like that.
Yeah, it's got, it's a little bit dark. It's more like I'm trying to think of like a comparison, of your darker beers. It's not super heavy like a stout or
The only dark, like lighter tasting beer I've had is like a Dunkel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same. It's a German style beer, which is what Oktoberfest is trying to be, German style.
All right. Well, that was one that you thought you didn't like, but not bad.
Better this time around. Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't get a fresh one last time. Maybe it's been sitting on the shelf for a little bit. Probably been about a year or so since I've had it. So. Okay.
Well, let's try this one that we know is pretty good, and I know it's good because I've had it a few times. Yeah. But I haven't had it in a while, so I'm looking forward to trying it. Again.
It's Sam Adams. It's not a craft beer or anything like that. It's not gonna,
That's the ones we just used.
It's not gonna knock your socks off or anything, but it's good. It's a good mid-priced
color. Looks about the same.
Yeah. Looks like a tea color.
This is the Samuel Adams Seasonal Oktoberfest Hearty and Smooth, 5.3% alcohol. I don't know that this had the percentage, but I can't imagine that's higher. I would assume this is lower than 5.3 or somewhere around it. Freshness matters. This was enjoyed by February. Smooth, rich flavor. Pretty much all it says here. Let's try it out.
I think it's got a little bit stronger smell to it than the Leinenkugel, and I think that might have been my thing with Leinenkugel. It's not a bad taste. It's just not as strong. It still comes off as a plain beer taste with a hint of Oktoberfest.
Yeah. I did notice that you said Leinenkugel instead of Yuengling.
I keep saying Leinenkugel.
You do, and I wonder if that's the one that maybe you're thinking of. Because Leinenkugel, I'm not a huge fan of their beers.
I used to love their beers, but anymore.
The only one I kind of enjoy is the Summer Shandy, but even that is not as good as what it used to be.
It's not as good. Well, it was good when it came out because it wasn't. I didn't think shandies were super popular at the time, but now there's a lot more shandies,
and there's a lot better shandies.
Better shandies. But this.
So this one is a little, I would say, a little heavier. really good. Great flavor.
I mean, that's just, yeah. I can never put my finger on that exact flavor, what it is, but it's just, maybe it's just a mental thing. It just reminds me of fall. Cool weather, football.
I'm trying to think. I can't nail down what that is either. But, I don't know. If you're looking for something that's easier to drink, lighter to drink, the Yuengling isn't bad, but I think that has more of a, I don't know, when I think of an Oktoberfest beer, I think the Sam Adams is the one that really comes to mind.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's not easy to drink, because it really is, but it has just more flavor.
A little bit more, a little flavor, more bite to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas the Yuengling is a little bit smoother. Yeah, if you're not used to Oktoberfest style beers and you wanted to kind of get your feet wet in it, yeah, the Yuengling, it wouldn't be bad.
No. I'm excited about this. So this is Shiner. Have you had Shiner beers before?
I have. And you know what? The name always threw me off. I'm sitting here, I always thought Shiner was a German name. I was like, oh, Shiner. That's going to be a good German beer. It's a German name. Shiner, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's made by, I don't know, it's made by the Spotzel Brewery.
Ooh.
Maybe they have some German heritage. I don't know.
Maybe there's a little collaboration there.
So fine in a Stein. Every September, millions of people around the world gather in Munich to celebrate Oktoberfest.
Love to do that. That's on the bucket list.
Caramel malts. I'm trying to just see if they
caramel. I get that.
list anything else. 5.7. So this has a little more alcohol than the Sam Adams, surprisingly.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm excited. So you've not had this one before.
I've not had it.
Look at that. Look how foamy that head is. Interesting. Look at that color. The
That's
color.
the same. Yeah, well, actually, that looks a little lighter. A little bit lighter, I would say.
Pour this out.
Yeah, Shiner's starting to come out with all sorts of stuff. They had one over the summer. They had that...
the lime.
Yeah, we were supposed to do that.
Yeah, I don't know that we ever did. And it was really good.
That was not me. That's my bad. But yeah, it looks like Shiner's starting to, come out with some different styles.
Yeah. They do a really cool, mix pack every season. They've done, a winter mix pack, a summer mix pack, and every year it's a different beer. So they're trying a lot of different things, and most of it has been good.
I like those mix packs. Like this Oktoberfest, the Sam Adams you can get in a fall mix pack with their other seasonal flavors.
Have you tried that mix pack?
I have.
Is it good?
It's really good. I mean, it comes with your basic Sam Adams, your Oktoberfest, pumpkin.
How was that?
I mean, pumpkin beer is it's like Oktoberfest, pumpkins, and then everything else. To me, for this time of year.
One of the... I'm going to have to do this quick because I think we're running short. My phone doesn't have the most memory on it. But one of the big pumpkin beers brands, and I can't remember the exact one, now has their own seltzer. But it's one of the craft ones, and it's one of the more popular ones. They have a pumpkin seltzer, so I might have to try that because can't be good. Yeah, let's try this Shiner's Oktoberfest.
I mean, it smells similar to the others. It's got a different.
None of these three are the same.
All the same style. None of them
all completely different.
Completely different taste. This
is, I would say, somewhere, drinkability-wise, somewhere in between the Yuengling and the Oktoberfest. But then the aftertaste is...
Yeah, it's got a little bit of bitterness to it.
Yeah, this is the most bitter of the beers that we've had.
You definitely don't get that. Yeah, it's that bitter. Right at the end, on the back of the tongue.
Yeah.
There's some bitterness to it. I don't know what that is.
No.
But it's definitely not... the Yuengling is... I keep saying...
No, you're right.
Okay. The Yuengling is smoother, hint of flavor, Sam Adams, full flavor. You're right. This is kind of in between.
It gets less bitter the more you drink. Yeah. Now I'm getting more of those flavors coming through with this one. The more you drink it. But initially, there's a big...
right on the back of the tongue. A little bit of a bite.
Yeah, it's still kind of there, but... Well, this is the fun part, ranking these. Well, do you like this one? It's okay.
I wouldn't buy it again.
No, me either.
I mean, it's not. If I was, to get one offered to me, sure, or it came as part of a pack, yeah. But it's not my favorite.
One's closer to you. 2, 3's at me. How you putting these?
Just like that.
Just like
1, 2, 3. There it is.
We made it pretty easy.
That's mine right there.
I think the biggest takeaway, because I knew that was good, and it was. I wasn't sure how this was going to be, and it's kind of disappointing. But I think the biggest surprise for me was the Yuengling was pretty good.
It was better than I remember.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have to go out and buy the Leinenkugel. Just to make sure that I'm not confusing them, because I don't know why I just get the two mixed up all the time. But no, it was better than what I remember.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, do you want to take these home? Because now I've got 5 more of them that...
I mean, I'll drink them. It's beer. Beer's beer. I mean...
There you go. Any other Oktoberfest beers come to mind? Obviously, we know that Leinenkugel makes one.
I'd say my favorite is Warsteiner.
Oh, okay.
Warsteiner Oktoberfest.